One of the most precious things we have as humans is our childhood. It is what allows us to become humans. It teaches us about the world, and we learn how to interact with each other. It shapes our personality and our beliefs. Children on the run from war have no childhood. They become instant grown-ups. Back in 2015, I worked as a teacher in Copenhagen. At this point, Syrians on the run from war arrived to Denmark. In the television, we saw the pictures of people walking on the highway. Children, women, old people and men. New soil in a new world, only with the things they could carry with them. One morning, one of my students said, "Why is there war in Syria? Who are they?" And to be honest, I did not know why there was a war in Syria. Together with photographer Lars Smith, I traveled to the Syrian border. We had a dream to tell the stories from the Syrian children to the Danish children. Because how could we integrate them into our society if we didn't know what they came from and who they were? I stopped my job as a teacher in Denmark, and we used the next couple of years traveling back and forth to the Syrian border, taking pictures, getting stories, and we succeeded with that work. But frankly, it didn't make a difference for the Syrian children. Their life did not change. Their life was still terrible. They were still on the run from war, living without human rights in unworthy conditions in refugee camps. Camps that most of all looked like garbage dumps. Children that did not smile and play, and children who never attended school and did not know how to write or read. Children who lost their childhood. An unregistered refugee camp is only a place for misery, poverty, lack of hope, and a place for ruthlessness. It's a place where dreams run backwards towards the past and the life they once had. There is no hope for the future. Every time we left them, I felt the shame. I felt we took something from them. Lars took their pictures, and I took the story, but we left nothing for them. Back in Denmark in 2018, I was at a party and I met some guys from a company called Friday. That meeting was a turning point for me and for the rest of my life, but it was also a turning point for a lot of Syrian children. I told them about my travels, and I told them about what I had seen. But what do the children dream about? They asked. They dream about madrasa, about school. So, let's build them a school, they said. 6 months later, we built the first school at the Syrian border. A guy from Friday gave us $10,000. Show people you can do this and raise more money to build more schools. So we did. We made an NGO and we called it 5 Schooler, because our goal was to build 5 schools in 1 year. And we worked like crazy, telling the stories about the forgotten children of the border. That we had found a corridor into the Syrian children, telling people to put their money and their trust into our project. And they did. During the next 8 months, we managed to build 4 more schools to the Syrian children. Not alone, but together with our local man, Tamer, that got a job as a project manager for the schools. Together with him, we found the right locations and the camps, as well as the teachers. I went from being a school teacher in Copenhagen to be a school leader for 5 schools for children on the run from war. Many people asked me, is this really your responsibility? As an adult, and as a teacher, it's very much my responsibility. I'm a teacher and I'm a witness. I couldn't step away from that and I couldn't turn my back on them. Now we have 5 schools, 5 teachers, 1 project manager and 500 children. 500 children with a brighter future and something to wake up to. They have friends, they learn how to write and read, they play, they laugh, and they learn how to become humans again. A drop in the ocean, yes, maybe, but for me it's a drop of gold. It's Jasmine, Fatma, Mahmoud and Ahmed. They are children. Children with the right to dream their dreams forward in hope for a better future. And the school is the first step.